From days of long ago, from uncharted regions of the universe, comes a legend. Legend.
There is no Kaiser Soze.
So, Amazing Ace. What's up? How you been? Where have you been?
Okay. Where have I been? I basically took time off, you know what I'm saying? Basically after my daughters were born. At that point in my life, I had to like calm down and step back from music a little bit just to spend some time with them, enjoy parenthood. So been traveling, been around, been out in Ohio, upstate New York, a couple different places and stuff. So, you know, just enjoying the regular life and spending time with my kids.
Alright, so let the people know where you're from.
Yeah, where I'm from?
Yeah.
So I'm from straight out of the New England region, but basically where I'm from is basically it's the smallest state in the United States of America. You know what I mean? So you could just imagine. But basically I'm from the city, which is it's the capital city in the smallest state of the United States within the New England region called Rhode Island. Originally it was Rhode Island and the Providence Plantations, but they finally moved plantations. Finally, if you catch my drift, Hartford neighborhood. Basically, if you ever been in the neighborhood of Hartford, the main avenue is Hartford Avenue, and it's kind of like a working class neighborhood and a low income neighborhood. But basically, they have the projects there, which is called Hartford Park Projects, which is where I was born. So, you know, I was born there, and then I was like maybe about 6 or 7. We moved like a block away from the project. So, you know what I mean?
But not really.
Yeah, still in the hood, still going to school with the same people, still running in the same streets, in the same neighborhood.
That's what's up. So, who inspired you to make music?
Who inspired me to make music?
Yeah.
I say basically Nas, Wu-Tang, and Dr. Dre. Basically, you know, when they came out with them when they all came out with their first albums, basically with that Chronic, you know what I mean, and then into the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers, and then, you know, in that Illmatic, you know, them 3 albums basically when they came out, it was like, yo, that set me off. I was like, yo, it's on. I'm ready to do this. You know what I mean? So that's when I really took it serious.
Yeah, so Amazing Ace, how'd you come up with your name?
My name, there's like, it's actually like a Tupac type of thing. My first rap name was the Ace. And I was given that name by my boy Lenny Grace, aka Aftermath. Rest in peace. Where he was the first one in Hartford Park Projects and in the Hartford neighborhood in general to he was like a RZA or a P Rock or a Havoc, to where he rapped and he did beats and he was the best. And so he basically used to hang with my my oldest brother and my cousin, you know what I mean, who my cousin was another person I used to bring like a lot of hip-hop records over for my father. So anyhow, it was one of them days where my boy Aftermath, Lenny Grace, was with him. And you know, this is I was like 8 or 9 years old. Like, yo, I'm gonna be a rapper. He was like, word? He was like, nah. He was like, you know what? They should call you the Ace, cause you're Aaron. So he was like, you should be the Ace. So one of the first rhymes that I wrote, which he co-wrote it too. He helped me write it, showed me how to write. I remember he was like, yo, you're the Ace. And so later on, up until now, you know what I'm saying, I was always like the Ace, or people call me Ace. So I think it was this like a song I did with my boy Mac, but I just said it in a rhyme. I was like, yo, Amazing Ace. And I wasn't thinking about it. And then I kind of like got the concept from Amazing Grace, from going, you know, because I used to go to church when I was a kid, so I kind of took that as like, instead of Amazing Grace, it's Amazing Ace. So, you know what I mean? It worked. I stuck with it, and that's that.
That's cool. So, who inspires you now?
Who inspires me now? I'll say my kids, basically. You know what I mean? My kids, you know, basically all the babies out there, you know, all the fans and followers, all the people that love hip-hop music, you know what I'm saying? You know, because right now I feel that we're going to be starting, you know, to go a little backwards, you know what I'm saying? Now, you know, no pun intended towards anybody, but, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I think we need to get back into the culture more and focus really onto the elements and the principles of hip-hop culture, because everybody's just stuck on this rap thing, you know what I'm saying? And hip-hop is not just rap, you know what I'm saying? There's different elements and principles within the culture of universal hip-hop, so we need to get back to that right there. So, you know, the future is who inspires me, you know what I mean? And that's who I'm trying to get to teach and address and get them to understand and learn more about the culture. And it, you know, that it's more than music, it's a movement, it's a way of life.
So you're our OG?
Well, OG, I don't really like to call myself an OG, because, you know what I mean, you know, OG kind of was a Los Angeles thing, you know, with the Crips and the Bloods and the gangbangers, you know what I'm saying? So I don't like to associate myself with that type of epithet or whatever they call it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a gangster. That's not what I'm here for. I don't do gangster rap, you know what I'm saying? I'm a revolutionary, you know what I mean? I'm a socialist, I'm a conscious thinker, I'm an MC, you know what I mean? I like to more or less look at myself as a grandmaster, you know what I'm saying? Because in the first days of hip hop, you know what I mean, a lot of the DJs and MCs was known as grandmasters or masters. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, anytime somebody calls me an OG, I dismiss that. Like, I'm not old, because I'm still young in my heart and spirit, and I'm not a gangster, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a grandmaster. You can call me that. Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
So, is there anything else you want to say while the world is listening?
Yeah, yo, point blank, New England, we got something to say, you know what I'm saying? We've been looked over for years, you know? I mean, I know Boston got their shine, because Boston is an international city. You got the Red Sox, the Celtics, the Bruins, this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? But we got Providence, we got Manchester, New Hampshire, you know what I'm saying? We got Portland, Maine. There's a lot of other different spots in the New England region, you know what I'm saying? And so I just want everybody to know, basically, that New England, we got something to say when it comes to hip hop.